All right, first and foremost, I want to start off by saying, Koholor, Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Rakal Kodash. Then my honors to the apostles of GMS who rule well and who taught me this truth. And shalom to you sincere Akim out there listening, learning, and pushing this truth. And with that being said, I'm going to jump straight into this video. Lord's willing, it's edifying. And I'm going to go into Rakal Kodash as usual. All right, the main theme of this lesson is really going to be centered around the dispersed of Yasharallah, okay? You know, and because according to the scriptures, primarily Jake, Israel, Yasharallah, we are the so-called Negroes, the Negroes, the West Indians, the so-called Haitians, Gad. You got the North American Indians, you got the Latin tribes, you know what I'm saying? But also we're dispersed amongst the heathen, There's many scriptures on that, which we're gonna get into, but we've been led into multiple captivities, man. The Babylonian captivity, the Assyrian captivity, multiple captivities. We've been in the captivity under all the heathen, man, at some point or another. All right, but we know right now we're in our last captivity, which is under the Edomites. All right, but anyway, like I said, this lesson is going to be centered around, like I said, the dispersed, and it begs to say that if we were dispersed, if we were spread amongst the heathen, that we would come back looking like some of us is going to look like some of the heathen. All right, we're going to come back looking like the Edomites, the Moabites, some of us, because we've been mingled amongst them for so long, not just in this captivity. This isn't the first time that Jake has mingled his seed, or vice versa, That's why Yahweh Shai said, "Let the wheat and the tares grow together," But we can, you can generally tell because you can tell by the spirit, we are the salt of the earth, as the scriptures say. But anyway, like I said, that's what this lesson is going to be centered around. But really, it stems from this right here. This guy here, his name is Burna Boy. I've never heard of this dude before. I happened to stumble across one of his videos, and this is a Jake, man. This is clearly a Jake, And I was looking him up, and that's a new wave, actually, like that. It says Salakia. He's a let me read this. His name is Burna Boy. I'm gonna play his video. Let me turn the volume down so I can remember. I don't want to get a copyright. I'm gonna play a little bit of his videos, and Lord's willing, I don't get a copyright, but no sound, so you can see his flavor, man. You can see that's a Jake clearly. He could pass for a Benjamite or something, But anyway, it says this guy's name is Burna Boy, and his real name is, I guess, Damini Agululu or something like that, right? It says born July 2nd, 1991, known professionally as Burna Boy, is a Nigerian Afro-fusion singer and songwriter, okay? And that's why I wanted to get into that dispersed, because I was watching this guy, and clearly he's a Jake, man, clearly, And we always go into how 70 AD we were dispersed out of Jerusalem by the Romans, which were Edomites, and we fled primarily, chiefly, into the west coast of Africa, right? But like I said, Lord's willing, in this lesson, you'll see we were scattered before that. Like I said, the Babylonian, many times, and anyway, like I said, we'll get to it when the time hits, all right? But like I said, yeah, that's what inspired this, man, because this dude here is clearly a Jake, man, clearly. And you got brothers in the camps that are from Nigeria, actually. I think Metavala got a couple brothers that are from Nigeria, if I'm not mistaken. I know the London camp, the GMS London camp, one of the brothers, I'm pretty sure he's Nigerian. You're gonna have brothers all over, man. Brothers from Ghana, but there's a difference. There's a lot. Matter of fact, let me real quick. You can see he was born actually in Nigeria. Okay, in Port Harcourt. All right. But let me get this right quick, Salaki. So there's a difference, man. There are actual Hamites, but Jake is not the Hamites. According to the Zondervan Bible Dictionary, you can look it up. Look up Ham. It says he was the progenitor of the dark races, not the Negroes. Okay. It's a difference. Anyway, let me get this real quick. Exodus 11:7. But against the children of Israel shall not a dog move his tongue against man or beast, that ye may know how the Lord Yahweh doth put a difference between the Egyptians and Israel. And we know the Egyptians go back to the Hamites, okay? So there's a difference. They're not the same people, all right? Their spirit is completely different, all right? We're lively stones, all right? We're the salt of the earth, as it is written. But anyway, like I said, real quick, I was watching this cat, and clearly he's a Jake, man. Like I said, he was born. They call their style of music that they're doing, and it's taking off right now. Actually, it's real popular. A lot of these hip hop artists are trying to bite their style because they're Jake, man. They got flavor. They got this guy. I think his name is Davio, called Banana Fall on You or some shit like that. That's another popular one. Davio or some shit. Banana Fall on You. It plays all the damn time on the radio. And like I said, he's another Afro fusion, right? But I'm gonna play a little bit of this brother's video, right? Lord's willing, I don't get a copyright. All right, it's a lot. This video was called Burner Boy Pull Up official video. All right. You can see this is him down here too. He looked like a Jake, man. Burner Boy, Afro fusion with African Giant. Okay. So anyway, let's play a little bit of the video. You can see this dude is a Jake, man. He can pass for Benjamite, man. Them chicks, they look like straight up Hamites, man. We even have different looks, but you just can't go in the physical because they could be Jakes also, man. We're scattered, man. But he looked like a Benjamite. His swag, the way he dances and everything, that's a Jake, man. You play the sort of song ain't that bad. It's kind of catchy. Them look like Hamite chicks. You can see them look like Jakes, but you don't know. We scattered. I want you to see him dance, so you can see his flavor. Look, he looks just like without the sound, you would think this was a regular hip hop video. Man. Look at his swag, his flavor. That's a Jake, man. I want you to see him dance. Look at him dance. He could be a Jake, man. I want to play too much, and I want to get a copyright. I don't want to get a copyright on it. But yeah, go watch this. But I'll play. He even does the little stupid ass, just like Jake, man, in his hip hop videos. Of course, he probably followed Judah because Judah's the head tribe. Especially over here in Babylon the Great. But still, you got African actual Hamites that'll try to do this, and they ain't got no flavor, no soul, man. All right, this is another one of his videos, Burner Boy Yee or something like that. Yay or Yee, some shit. I just want you to watch a little bit of how he acts, his mannerisms. He's throwing up money just like a Jake over here, man. Just like a 2/3 over here, That's not a Hamite, man. That's an Israelite. Smoking, throwing up the weed, just acting just like a Jake, man. Doing the hands up. That's a Jake, man. Okay. But yeah, he's from Nigeria, all right? He even has that so-called Hamite accent and everything. But that's what I was looking at this dude and I was like, yeah, this is completely a Jake, man. All right, so that's what this lesson is going to be about, man, the dispersed, okay? But like I said, there's a difference. The Hamites, they're not Israelites, man. You got Cushites, But anyway, let's start with this. Let's start with Deuteronomy chapter 28, because this explains it all, man. It says Deuteronomy. Let me start at the top, and I'm going to skip around. Deuteronomy 28:1. It says, And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord Yahweh thy power, to observe and to do all his commandments, which I command thee this day, that the Lord Yahweh thy power will set thee on high above all nations of the earth, because we're not all equal. And all these blessings shall come on thee and overtake thee, if thou shalt hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy power. All right, and you can jump down and read some of the blessings. But the main point that I wanted to get was that if you don't, in Deuteronomy 28, this was what would happen if we listened. But if we didn't hearken unto the Lord, He said these curses were going to come upon us and overtake us, and we can't run from the curses. Okay, and part of the curses, Salakia, and part of the curses that we here we go. Let me get straight to the let me get straight out of Yahweh Shem Yahushai's mouth. Deuteronomy 28 and 15. But it shall come to pass. This is going to go into the curses, like I was saying, because we haven't we're going to get the blessings in the kingdom, man. Right now we're dealing with the curses, and the curses are how we can identify ourselves, man. It says Deuteronomy 28 and 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy power, Yahweh Shem Yahushai, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee. It says, cursed shalt thou be in the city, and cursed shalt thou be in the field. Cursed shalt thou cursed shall be thy basket at thy store. Let me skip around some so you can read the whole thing. It's a lot. All this is good, but I wanted to get some the Salakia. It says, verse 25. It says, the Lord shall cause thee to be smitten before thine enemies. Thou shalt go out unto one way against them, and flee 7 ways before them, and shall be removed into all the kingdoms of the earth. See, he was going to scatter us. All right. Let me get down some more. This right here. It says, the Lord shall smite thee with madness and blindness and astonishment of heart. And thou shalt grope at noonday as the blind gropeth in darkness, and thou shalt not prosper in thy ways, and thou shalt be not only oppressed and spoiled evermore, and no man shall save thee. All right? We're going to be at the bottom everywhere. And when you look at that 12 tribes chart, like I said, that's just like a chief marker. Because like I said, we're scattered. We're in Russia. We're in China. We're all over, man. You got Israelites in the 4 corners of the earth. You got a lot of Jake left back in Africa, the west coast of Africa, Nigeria, all over, man. We scattered. Okay, that's the point that I want to drill. But how can we identify ourselves? By these curses overtaking us. We're always at the bottom, and as a people, you notice only a couple of us will make it. You'll only have a couple of Jay-Z's, a couple of Beyonce's or whatever. But at the end of the day, they have nothing to show for it. All right. Look at Rick. What's his name? Red Fox died broke. All our celebrities died broke. Prince broke. Michael Jackson broke. You have nothing to show for it. The curses overtake you. All right. Let me jump down to verse 30. Man, a lot of these curses are good, man. These are how we can identify ourselves, man. Deuteronomy 28 and 30. Thou shalt betroth a wife, and another man shall lie with her. And that's what we had. All our women are adulterous, man. Whores. All right. Thou shalt build an house, and thou shalt not dwell therein. Thou shalt plant a vineyard, and thou shalt not gather the grapes thereof. Thine ox shall be slain before thine eyes, and thou shalt not eat thereof. Thine ass shall be violently taken away before thy face, and shall not be restored. Slaki, no, that's not what I wanted. 32. Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people. That was slavery. And thine eyes shall look and fall and fail with longing for them all the day long, and there shall be no might in thine hand. The fruit of thy land and all thy labor shall a nation which thou knewest not eat up. And chiefly, like I said, that happened under all the nations, all the other heathens. Moab, we went into captivity, various captivities, but the worst captivity by far is the Edomite captivity, Like Yahweh Shem Yahushai said, they furthered the affliction, man, when the time of our iniquity had an end. Okay? It says, the fruit of thy land and all thy labors shall a nation which thou knowest not eat up, and thou shalt be only oppressed and crushed away. Wow. But Oh, here it is. This is what I wanted. Salakia. And this is the main point. 36. The Lord shall bring thee and thy king which thou shalt set over thee unto a nation which neither thou nor thy fathers have known, and there thou shalt serve other gods wood and stone, and thou shalt become an astonishment, a proverb, and a byword among all nations whither the Lord shall lead thee, because he scattered us. Okay, and like I said, we were going to be at the bottom, no matter where we are. Okay, we're going to be called wetbacks, niggers, spicks. Uh, there's all type of wherever we're at. There's a stigma on us. Okay, why? Because we are the Lord's chosen people. They know that. The other nations within their spirit, they know we're above them. They know that we're special. There's just something in their spirit. Okay, because what we just naturally, and in our lower state, we still shine. We're still blessed, because the Lord is dealing with us. Okay, all right. But let me get one more, and so I can close out Deuteronomy 28 and keep pushing. Let me get to the main curse how we identify ourselves. And of course, like I said, the cherry on the top is the main curse, chiefly how we can identify ourselves. Deuteronomy 28 and 68. And the Lord Yahweh shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships. Again, Egypt again, bondage again. Okay? By the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again. Talking about the motherland, the homeland, Jerusalem. We weren't going to be in. Only time we're going to go back is when Yahweh Bachim Yahweh Shai puts us back in there. That lets you know that the people that are there now are not the people. The scripture said that bastards shall dwell in Ashdod. Okay, the synagogue of Satan. All right, damn Amalekites. All right. It says, and the Lord Yahweh shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships, by the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again, and there ye shall be sold unto your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen, and no man shall buy you. And where did that take place? That's talking about America, okay? But hey, Salakia, where did they gather us from? They gathered us from chiefly the west coast of Africa, all right? Okay? So that would obviously mean that we were in Africa, all right? But matter of fact, you can look up Fort Judah. Look up Fort Judah, and you can see that they gathered slaves from Fort Judah. But where did the slaves come from Fort Judah? A lot of the slaves came from the interior part of Africa because we were scattered, dispersed. Okay. But anyway, let me get this is Isaiah 11 and 12. It says, and he shall set up an ensign. This is a future prophecy. This is happening now. All right. He's gathering. He's building up the tabernacle of David as of old. All right. It says Isaiah 11 and 12. And he shall set up an ensign for the nations and shall assemble the outcasts of Israel and gather together the dispersed of Judah, both kingdoms, northern and southern kingdom. All right. All right. Because all of us are scattered. All right. It says, and gathered the dispersed of Judah from the four corners of the earth. All right. It says, the envy also of Ephraim shall depart, and the adversaries of Judah shall be cut off. The curses are going to come off of us. Why? Through the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. The scriptures, we're going to come back to our remembrance, okay? We're going to remember who we are. We're going to remember that we're brothers, all right? We're going to remember that the oppressor, the enemy, was trying to divide and conquer us, okay? Trying to steal our heritage, okay? All right? Salakia. Real quick, I had a couple maps that I wanted to show you guys. All right. Here's real quick a map of Africa, because we were talking about the Burner Boy guy. He's from Nigeria. All right. And you can look. It said that we read in Deuteronomy 28 and 68 that he was going to carry us again into Egypt, right, with ships. You can walk. This is Israel over here. You can walk from Israel to Jerusalem. It's connected. You can walk. Why would you need a ship? Obviously, it was talking about America. Okay, America is that new bondage. That's what he was talking about. All right. And where did they came? They got us from the west coast of Africa. All right. Salaka. But it begged to say that We were all over. We've always migrated, just like now. We're all over still. You got look. You can look at a small group of look at what Jamaicans, for example. Jamaicans are in Europe. Jamaicans are all over. You can look at just common sense. People migrate, man. That's just common sense. And not to mention, especially if you're led into captivity, you have no choice. All right. So I got a couple maps that I had pulled up just so you can see over time just how we were all over. We're all over, man. Okay. It says captivity of Israel and Judah. Salaki, if you can't really see, I don't know how to zoom it in, but I just just you can get a general idea, man. You know, it says Assyria takes Israel into captivity. That's the purple, right? So this is Israel again. Look how close Egypt is again to Israel. Like I said, he said again with ships. So obviously, it's not talking about this captivity. It's talking about the Americas. Okay. It says anyway, the Assyrian captivity, right, was the purple, right? And then remember that the northern kingdom went into captivity under the Assyrians, right? Gad and stuff like that, right? So what? Remember the Gad, according to the Apocrypha, right? They fled and came to the Americas, the man that the land where no man ever dwelt, to try to keep the commandments, right? So that right there is scattering. Okay, the northern kingdom was over here, and then they came over to the Americas. So that just picture that over time, right? And then you got the Babylonian captivity. Babylon takes Judah into captivity, and you can see them, just scattering over here, right? Arabia, all over. Then you got you had the Assyrians take them back to rebuild the temple to go. But anyway, like I said, that was just showing you, like I said, the a small time period of migration. All right, let's look at another time period. This is the dispersion after Babel. All right, you can see they went all over, man, to India, China. Okay, they went all over. Okay, Kush, Africa, of course. We went all over. Greece, Rome, all over. Italy, all over, man. Okay, we went all over. Hence why Paul went all over. Okay. Um, Here's another map. Well, this is probably inaccurate, but just to show you, just the dispersal. It says, "Where are the 10 lost tribes of Israel?" It shows you that we went into Alexandria, of course. Like I said, we went into chiefly like west coast of Africa. We went into Europe, Rome. See, like I said, Rome. You see, we went all over, man. That's why the Lord said He was going to gather the dispersed from the four corners of the earth, man. We're all over, okay. And begs to differ over the time period. You would see that we would come back looking like some of these other nations. This is just another snapshot, right? 1650s to 1860s. This is just Judah, man. Okay. Like I said, the west coast of Africa. This is where they said the slave trade so-called came from, right? You see, we went to South America. Okay. We went into the Caribbean. The Benjamin and stuff went into the Caribbeans. We went into the Americas. But remember, like I said, you had the Northern Kingdom already over here. Okay. So over time, we're gonna come back, like it says, we're a speckled bird, man. Okay, but chiefly, we're so-called black. All right, Judah, the head tribe, is dark, man. We're dark-skinned people. All right. Let me see. Oh yeah, this was I believe the Arabic slave trade. 'Cause there's all type of slave. We've been in the captivity so much, man. All right. So I think I googled the Arabic slave trade. All right, and you can see, we went into. Look at where we went, man. You know. So over time, like I said, we were scattered, man. All right. Salakia. Let me hit a couple more scriptures. Let me read this again. Isaiah 11 and 12. "And he shall set up an ensign for the nations, and shall assemble the outcasts of Israel, and gather together the dispersed of Judah from the four corners of the earth." Right? So let me read Ezekiel. Let's see. It's Ezekiel chapter 36, verse 19. It says, and I scattered them among the heathen. Who? Israelites. Okay? And I scattered them among the heathen, and they were dispersed through the countries. According to their way and according to their doings, I judged them. It was our punishment. Okay? It says, and when they entered unto the heathen, whither they went, they profaned my holy name. All right? It says, when they said to go, it says, when they said to them, these are the people of the Lord Yahweh, and are gone forth out of his land, but I had pity for mine holy name, which the house of Israel, Yasharallah, had profaned among the heathen whither they went. All right? And how did he have pity? By what? Raising up the tabernacle of David of old. All right? By keeping a remnant, a cluster, a righteous cluster. All right? All right? You see? He had pity. All right? That's a lot, yeah. But I'm just pulling these to show you that we were scattered amongst the heathen. This is Zephaniah 3 and 10. It says, from beyond the rivers of Ethiopia, my suppliants, even the daughter of my dispersed, shall bring mine offerings. Okay? All right? That's beautiful. Let me read one more. It says, John chapter 7, verse 35. It says, then said the Jews among themselves, whither will he go that we shall not find him? Will he go unto the dispersed among the Gentiles and teach the Gentiles? And I pulled this to show you that even back then, they understood that we were scattered, man. What the Jews, because like I said, the Jews in this case is going to represent the southern kingdom, Judah, Benjamin, and Levi, the ones that were in Jerusalem at the time. Because like I said, the northern kingdom, Israel, was already scattered at this time into had already went into the Assyrian captivity and whatnot, and they weren't in Jerusalem at this point, right? So the Jews, right, the Pharisees and the Sadducees, the ones that knew they were Israelites, still keeping the customs, keeping the laws and whatnot to the best of their abilities, right? They understood that they were Israelites that were scattered at that time, all right? If you can receive it, all right? So that's why they said this. Then said the Jews among themselves, whither will he go, that we shall not find him? Will he go unto the dispersed among the Gentiles and teach the Gentiles? Not teach the other nations, but teach the other Israelites that are amongst the other nations. Okay? And that's like I said, basically what I wanted to pull. All right? Lord's willing, it was edifying. I hope I made sense. I hope I did. But like I said, that really come from this dude here, the burner boy, okay? Burner boy. This dude is definitely a Jake, all right? You're going to have Jakes, looking like all other nations, man. And you're going to have Edomites, Tears that look like Jakes, man. Prime example, the Maori twins, Tia and Tamara Maori, and their brother, the smart guy, little brother, Taj Maori. They're Edomites, man. Supposedly, because their mothers are Jake and their fathers are Edomites, man. All right. Anyway, with that being said, Lord's willing, it was edifying, and like I always say, man, we almost out of here. Keep pushing. Shalom.